If you've been loading up on fiber thinking it's the healthiest thing to do, stop. Because for some people, fiber maxing is actually making their bloating, the pain, and their gut issues 10 times worse. Now look, fiber can be amazing for your gut health and your overall health. Because the research shows that it feeds your good bacteria, it keeps you regular, it balances your blood sugar, and this is all good stuff. But if it's done wrong, it can seriously backfire. And here's the problem. Research shows that 95% of people in Western countries aren't eating enough fiber. Yes, our guts are fiber starved. And if you're missing the microbes that actually break down the fiber, it just sits there fermenting. So that's why when you suddenly throw a mountain of fermentable fibers at it, you feel awful. It's like inviting 100 guests to dinner and having one chef. So you're suddenly in pain, canceling plans, and convinced that your body hates you. So by the end of this video, you will know how to fiber max the smart way for real gut health results, which fibers heal versus which ones wreck sensitive guts, and including the best supplements that I recommend, the warning signs that fiber loading is not for you, and the gentle swaps that actually work. So you can build your beautiful gut garden without suffering through it. Hi, I'm Leilani. I'm a qualified clinical nutritionist and chef, and I'm here to improve your gut health in just minutes a day using simplified science-backed strategies and a little bit of ancient wisdom. And look, I get it. I've had SIBO myself, and let me tell you, it took everything in my clinical toolbox to get through it. I bloated from everything I ate and drank, and especially fiber. So when I talk about food sensitivities and digestive struggles, I've been in the trenches, and that is why I make these videos. So if you want to improve your health and your gut health week by week, hit subscribe. I'm here to help you get your energy, your mood, and I want your gut thriving. All right, let's get into it. Secret number 1, fiber maxing isn't for everyone. Now here's what social media won't tell you. Some people should actually avoid fiber loading, at least until their gut heals, like the IBS sufferers. So if you've got irritable bowel syndrome, loading up on fermentable fibers is like throwing petrol on a fire. And the research from Monash University found that highly fermentable fibers like inulin, FOS, wheat bran exacerbate IBS symptoms the most because the gut microbes just aren't there to break it down. And if you're not sure if you have IBS, here are some of the main symptoms. Bloating that comes and goes, and it's often worse with eating. Alternative between constipation and diarrhea, or just one of them. Cramping, abdominal pain that usually eases after you go to the bathroom. And gas that could clear a room. And another group that should be really cautious with fiber are the SIBO people. Small intestinal bacterial overgrowth means you've got bacteria growing where they shouldn't be. It's like when the weeds take over in your garden and now you're feeding the weeds with the fiber and they ferment it in the small intestine, multiply like crazy, and then suddenly you've got all the symptoms, right? Bloating, gassy, miserable, and you're just growing the wrong ecosystem in the wrong place. And then there's the IBD flares. I'm talking Crohn's, colitis. If you're in an active flare, bulking fiber can irritate an already inflamed gut. So if that sounds like you, don't panic. There is a smarter approach, and keep watching. I'll get to that in a sec. Let me know in the comments if you suffer for any of these. I see patients like this every day. Secret 2, not all fiber is created equal. Now this is a big one social media also gets wrong. They tell you to eat more fiber, like it's all the same, but it's not. Highly fermentable fibers like inulin, FOS, chicory root, these ferment rapidly and produce a lot of gas. And that's great if your gut is healthy. But if it's not, it's a nightmare. And most people's gut is in a bad way. So instead, choose something soluble, fibers like psyllium. And research published in the World Journal of Gastroenterology, found that these generally improve gut health symptoms without the excessive gas, when taken in the right quantity, which I'll get to in a sec. So here are your gut-friendly options. But before I tell you, you've always got to check with your doctor before changing your diet or adding supplements to make sure it's right for you. Psyllium husk. So start with, say, half a teaspoon in a glass of water and work your way up to 1 to 2 teaspoons. You absolutely need water with this one, and another glass of water after you take it. Next one is acacia fiber. So half a teaspoon to start with, and it's usually pretty well tolerated. Or the famous chia seeds, 1 teaspoon soaked in liquid overnight. Now, if you're super busy and you just want a step-by-step roadmap to improving your gut health the right way, with meal plans and a reset protocol, check out my gut reset program. The links will be below. It is just designed for busy people who can't tolerate the usual fiber loading because it makes their symptoms worse. And let me know in the comments which fiber works best for you. Secret 3, cook your vegetables first. Now, social media loves raw vegetables, massive salads, green smoothies, and for some people that's great. But here's what they don't tell you. Cooking breaks down the fiber and it makes it way easier to digest. So if raw veg bloats you, and for most sensitive guts, it absolutely does, start with it cooked. Do some roasted carrots, steamed zucchini, or sauteed greens. And your gut and your pants will thank you. Then as your microbiome grows stronger, you can work your way up to raw foods. Think of it like building up your gut garden when you're planting seeds for the right bacteria to grow. Secret number 4, the 1 at a time rule. Now here's what most people get wrong with fiber maxing. They add everything at once. And so it's a really heavy load on the body. They put the beans and the flaxseed and the big salad and they wonder why they have crippling pain instead of great health. And it's sort of like if you went to the gym for the first time in a year and you just did half an hour of push-ups, then you can imagine the next few days not being able to use your arms, right? So the secret here is adding 1 new fiber source at a time at a low dose. Then give your gut 3 to 4 days to adapt before adding another or increasing the dose. This lets you identify what works for your body and then what doesn't, because nutrition is personal. What bloats your friend might be totally fine for you, vice versa. And that is why I've created a diet and symptom diary in my reset program. It's kind of the gold standard to figure out the food intolerance and what works for you. Always drink plenty of water with fiber because otherwise it is a recipe for constipation. So there you have it, friends, 4 fiber maxing secrets social media is missing. Number 1, it's not for everyone. Heal your gut first. Number 2, not all fiber is created equal. 3, cook your veg first. 4, 1 fiber at a time at the right dose. Because fiber is your friend for gut health, nutrition, and overall well-being. But like any friendship, you need to set boundaries and go at the right pace. Now look, if you love this, you're gonna love my next video on the 5 healthy foods secretly destroying your gut and the science-backed simple swaps. Until next time, love your guts.